Hey there, welcome to Krabby Crafts and Other Ridiculous and Wonderful Things. We're going to try something a little bit different today because I wanted to show you something on the Cricut. And I was actually talking to a friend of mine and she asked about a shirt I made. And I said, oh yeah, I made that through the Cricut. She goes, well, you need to show that. So, okay. So what I'm going to do is kind of walk you through the steps and then pause and then put you back on. And we're gonna start with, I'm gonna make another Krabby Craft shirt. And so it's gonna be similar to that black one that I made before. And this time though, I'm gonna try something new. So I ordered this. Usually I order Cricut brand, but I ordered this online from Amazon and it's 3D puff heat transfer. And it comes with directions. It tells you exactly how to do it, how to press it and stuff. And so what'll happen is it'll actually puff out, like you've probably seen some of remember the jackets, like our Letterman jackets, things like that. So those are patches, but they also have stuff that the vinyl itself that'll puff out instead. So the difference between, well, let me show you the colors. So I've got these colors, and so I really kind of struggled. I'm gonna turn this light on. Oh, is that better? Yes. Okay. So I was really kind of struggling on what shirt I wanted to put this on. A shirt? I think so. And so I thought, well, okay, I'm going to go through and see what shirt I actually want to do. I came up with this one. Oh, yeah. So with this shirt, I have to get that off today. Oh, with this shirt, I like the color. Spring is coming. And so I just thought, well, purple is pretty cool. And so I've got, and oddly, these I get from, this is a brand called A New Day from Target. And I've been collecting these shirts and they're like anywhere from, it depends on if you get them on sale, but you get them for like $5 to $8 and they're really soft. Oh, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. Anyway, so I'm trying to start to remember to ask that. So anyway, so I decided on the purple. So then I went through and I thought, well, which of the I was going to call it puff pastry, the puff vinyl do I want? And so I thought I would pick the white and put it on this purple. And so the thing is I wanted to show you, so we're going to pick this. And I wanted to show you kind of the difference. So, and you can see it a little bit. So one of the things I was trying to think, well, should we put like a solid vinyl and then the puff on top of it, or at least do the solid vinyl as an outline? And I thought, well, this is my first time using this. And so I don't want to, I want to practice. So this is going to be my practice method. But, because I thought, well, that would be cool if this was underneath it. Because the shirt's really like a pink purple color. I know that's not really a color. Anyways, so I wanted to show you though the difference. So like when you're looking at HTV or the heat transfer vinyl. So when you're looking at the HTV, you're going to see like usually it'll be this matte side, and then this is the side of it on the transfer paper. And so they call it the carrier sheet. So the difference that you can see is like it's got, and I don't know how well you can see it, but it's got kind of like bubbly looking stuff. And then if you were to look at a regular iron-on heat transfer sheet, see that? So like the HTV on this is not got the bubbles, it's just very clear. So I thought that would be kind of fun to share with you. And so I keep this in my, I try to keep specialized stuff in its own place. And so I'm going to put this in this envelope, just kind of keep it nice and neat, because even though we can tell the difference of it, it's just easier when you can do it. So like even in here, and this is really close quarters, so when we go to press it, I'll try and find another spot for me. But when like even next to me, I've got like boxes. So I have boxes and I label them iron-on vinyl. So I mean, you can tell the difference, but it's still nicer to be able to go through these and then see what kind of vinyl there is. So like for example, this is pretty cool vinyl. I've got some foil. Well, you've seen the silver one because it was on the shirt. I've even got some pattern ones. And I was thinking this might be kind of cool under like maybe on a black t-shirt and then put some black puff on it over top. I thought that'd be kind of cool. So I'm working in my head, you know, I have to think about things for a little bit. So there's lots of interesting iron-on vinyl that you can do, and I have rolls too. So I just keep these in a separate case. And then usually when I'm doing iron-on, I'm going to use, this is like a Teflon sheet, and so it conducts the heat better. And then this is the mat that you would iron on. And from what I've been reading from other people is that it does better when you do it on a hard surface without the mat. So one of the reasons why you're not facing me directly is because I wanted to share the design space. So design space is what is used by Cricut. And you should be able to, see my Cricut machine. And so I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. I don't know which button is on, but I thought it's this button. And so we're going to start here. So first I want you to take a look. So on the Cricut, this is called Design Space. And it's not necessarily really friendly if you just jump into it. Like I highly recommend that you read and watch videos and things like that. However, they do have they've got beginner projects where you can go in and it shows you different things you can do, like how to make a flower tumbler, or put look at this, you could put something on the dog bowl. I do have some other stuff that I want to, I have this cup, and I've been thinking, what should I put on this cup? I still haven't figured it out. So there's lots of fun stuff that you can do on these. So now, and then here's some other things, these are cards. You can make so many cool things. Iron-on is cool because to me, iron-on is easier to get the pieces off that you don't need. That's called weeding. And so I like the iron-on, and iron-on works on almost everything. You can do it on wood and everything. So, anyway, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go to my stuff, because I've already got what I want. And so I had already made that crappy crafts and other ridiculous and wonderful things. And you can see I've got there's my I'd rather pick you over, or I'd pick you over trash. And then I've got some other stuff, like hog. All right, I'm a Ravenclaw. Anyways, so little things like that. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this one, which is the one that I want to recreate. I'm going to go ahead and open this. Now, I do know that this is just how I want it, but let's say that I wanted to do something different. I can customize this if I want to edit it. The thing to remember is that with the font, so a couple things. One is, remember, I like to save money. So there's fonts that are free with Cricut, plus they need the fonts that come with your computer in general. And then there's also sites that you can get free fonts. And so I use those. I tend not to pay for the fonts. I think there was one that I did for a very special project for something. But so I use those. And then the thing is you don't want to overdo it. And so you can see on here that we've got just the two different fonts. So you have the main things that you want to talk about are in this bigger font. I just love that design. And then the other ones are in that cursive type of design. And so you don't want to get too much more crazy on that, because if you do too many, then it's going to be hard to read. And so this is a little bit easier on the eyeball to read. I also have it measured out for myself. So how big I need it for my t-shirt. And so you can see that it's going to be, let me make this smaller. So it says 100%. So I'm going to make this down to 50%. And so you can see it's going to be almost 10 inches by 10.5 inches, 11 inches. And so that's just perfect for me. So I am going to take a mat, and what I'm going to do, if you can, I think you can see it better over here. So I'm going to take the mat, and then with the HTV, we're going to go ahead and put this with face down. And I know that it's vertical. So that's the way that this is. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this on here. The mat is sticky, and the reason it's sticky is so that it holds this vinyl down while it's printing, or cutting, I'm sorry. It's not printing, it's cutting. And so I have this handy dandy roller, and then I roll this on so that it's nice and tight there. And like, if you know, like I could cut off probably an inch around if I wanted to. I'm not gonna for time frame here. So on that, because like I don't like to waste vinyl, I want to make sure it's flat. I just washed these, and you can actually wash these with just a regular dish scrubber and Dawn dish soap, and you just wash them and then they're actually sticky again. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put it in these little notches. I've already got this, so like you double check, but HTV and iron-on is right here on the Explorer 2. And so I'm going to move it over one more, because in the directions it did recommend that you do that. So I've got the shiny side down, and then I've got the vinyl one more notch. And so I'm going to go ahead and click on make. So remember, I could make changes here. I could do there's a couple things that are kind of cool if you have something that's really heavy intensive, where you have to weed it, which we'll talk about later. Then you can just make squares around this, and then it's easier because you do one square at a time. But with this is an easy one to do. So we're gonna go ahead and click on make. And remember that I've got it upside down on there, and because it's HTV, we need to reverse. So that's gonna mirror it. So I'm gonna click on mirror, okay? And then it looks good to me. And then we're gonna go ahead and continue. And then the machine is connecting. This is so exciting. I'm really excited about this. And so the machine is powered on. It's connected to the internet. We found it. We've got the Bluetooth, all that. So it's because I have iron-on selected, so I could change it to something else. But because I have the knob on that, it automatically detected it. And so to make sure the mirror is turned on, which it is. So I'm going to load the tools. It's already got the fine point blade. That's what you typically use. And so with this, it says to load. And so there's these arrows that are flashing over here. So I'm going to press these arrows. And then that pulls that mat up, so that now that the blade is going to be closer to that edge. So I do like to just go ahead and press go. I don't usually do the fast mode, but go on the Cricut would be the C with the little Cricut antennae. So now what's going to happen is it's preparing to cut, and then it's going to go ahead and cut. When it's all done, we'll talk some more. I'm going to go ahead and pause this, and you'll get to see what it looks like and how we can weed it, and then we'll iron it onto this shirt. Oh yeah, I'm so excited. All right, I'll see you in a second. All right. So it cut pretty quickly because it was just words. When it gets really intricate, like the raccoon design, then that takes a little bit of time. So you can kind of see, you can kind of feel that this has been cut. So what I'm going to do is, I know that nothing's printed or cut over here in the corner. So I'm going to go into the corner and kind of pull up from this clear plastic sheet. And you can see as I pull it off, I am going to pull it off gently. And then if there's some letters that so here's the R, so I'm just going to do real gentle. And then I probably won't have much left to weed when I'm done, which means I probably won't have to do a whole lot. You'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. So you want to be careful when it comes to permanent vinyl. It gets even harder because this stuff sticks to it. So the vinyl sticks to itself. So that's just something where, let me go ahead and, I'm sorry. The video, I didn't realize that you couldn't see the video very well. Oh, it's not, there we go. Oh, sorry.